Yo, what's good everybody and welcome back to the channel. How ya doing? How the kids? I'm QtheCostaRican and today we have another draft analysis coming your way. Let me adjust this camera real quick. We have another draft analysis coming your way for the IBA Season 3 Draft League. Now, this draft league, we're doing a little bit something different than we did in the IBA before. This draft league, no more Dynamaxing. Dynamaxing ain't here. This is just bring your mons, I'll bring my mons, and we'll see who got the best game plan going into the battle. And that's what's going to happen. Well, either way, I believe we were one of the later picks on the draft. We were number, I think, 11 or 12. 12 out of 14, I believe, is what we were. So I already knew we weren't going to be getting our fan favorite, aka our mascot Dragapult. I already knew going into this that we weren't going to. So I had a different game plan. Why not draft a Pokemon that's just as fast, if not faster? Boom, we got Zero Aura, who is indeed 1 point faster than Dragapult in his speed tier. So you gotta love that. A tremendous electric type, really good attack stat, really good special attack stat. Can run either one if you want to. Gets Volt Switch initiative, gets close combat, gets Plasma Fist, which is a signature move. Gets access to Blaze Kick. Knockoff is really spammable against people's teams. Unfortunately, doesn't get U-turn, but like I said, does get Volt Switch. You know, unfortunately, if they switch in their ground type, then it's a little, like I said, it's a little unfortunate. But we also have Grass Knot for opposing ground types. We want to make those predictions. Zero Aura is all around such a really good versatile mon, kind of like Dragapult with not as much type coverage in my opinion, because Ghosts and Dragons can have way better type coverage than most electric types. But either way, we can still hit pretty hard with the Zero Aura. Have a tremendous speed tier, like I said, and that's what I love to have in a Pokemon as my #1 overall pick in the first round. Now, like I said, I believe we were 12th overall pick, meaning we had a we had very close picks between 1 and 2, and then between 3 and 4 as well, and then 5 and 6. They're both very close to each other, so we tend to get Pokemon that are in tandem. But I guess we didn't get that memo because we just got another Pokemon that's also weak to ground, Heatran, the Fire Steel type. This man is a tank for every single thing in the game. If you want it to do it, it can do it. Disregarding ground types. Or Pokemon with ground type coverage. Heatran is just still a good Pokemon. He's getting super close to me. I'm kind of scared. It's at base 77 speed, which isn't bad for a tank in my opinion. There are also a bunch of cool Heatran sets that you can run, thanks to the introduction of Generation 8 and the new items that we get in this game. Not going to go too deep into it, just in case no one's put onto it. But you may find out in week 1 exactly what sets I'm referring to. But either way, I've had Heatran in 2 other draft leagues. This is actually a proud champion of the DTC Season 3 Chicago Dragapults. I had Heatran on my team. Brought my man's almost every single match except for the finals. He was just a very good tank, like I said. I basically ran either Spadef or defense investment, max HP. 2 attacks, Stealth Rocks, and Toxic almost every single match, and it just works for me. It just worked. It's not a bad set. It always is going to put in the work you need it to. Heatran is a good Pokemon. But now, we have a very big ground weakness, and we need to find a ground immunity. Introducing Mandibuzz. Now, if you guys have been on this channel for longer than 2 days, you should know all about Mandibuzz. I love Mandibuzz. We're not going to chat with her, though. She's just going to sit there looking all cool and Mandibuzzy. She's a very good physical tank, can also eat up special attacks if you want to invest in her Spadef, but mainly she's a physical tank. She does really well against the physical attackers. Even if you're super effective against my girl, she's living. And if you really want to run some weird tech, you can run Weak Armor, Nasty Plot, Weak Armor, just physical attacks, and be a fast bird for no reason. And if it helps you, it helps you. But either way, I love Mandibuzz. If you've been on, like I said, if you've been on this channel for longer than 2 days, you should know that we love Mandibuzz around here. We've used Mandibuzz quite a bit in draft format, and it usually works really well with our Dragapult, but now we need it as a nice ground immunity. So hopefully Mandibuzz can do the damn thing and help us win a championship. Up next, we have the beautiful North Winds, aka Suicune, aka another proud champion of the DTC Season 3 Chicago Dragapults. This Suicune was actually the only reason I did not get swept immediately by Swift Swim Kingdra in the rain. This man landed a Toxic. That's all we needed it to do, and it was GG's from there on forward. Love Suicune. It's the epitome of a bulky water type with base, I believe, 115 in both defenses and 120 HP. Kind of wild. I could be wrong with those stats. Don't quote me on these stats, but I'm just going off of memory at this point. I do not want to quit. I would definitely want to call my man back over here. But yeah, I love Suicune. Such a good Pokemon. I don't know if it gets access to any new moves coming into Generation 8, but either way, even if it doesn't get access to any new moves, Suicune is still such a tremendous Pokemon. It has a set that can 6-0, like a lot of water types in the game, and I just can't wait to try it out and see what Suicune has in store for IBA Season 3. Now up next, I was really looking at my team and I thought, well, I could use some more defog support, maybe some more rapid spin support, maybe just a nice solid ice type that's fast. And boom, insert Cryogonal here. Cryogonal is actually coming back. Cryogonal was a part of the very first Draft League team I ever joined in the DTC Season 1. I loved Cryogonal. It was very good to me. Like I said, very fast. Gets rapid spin and defog with the introduction of heavy duty boots. Now I'm not even taking Rock's chip if I want to come in on Stealth Rock user and click defog and or rapid spin. This man is hopefully going to be putting some work for the team. This snowflake, I should say. Look at this beautiful shiny. It just looks amazing. Look at it. Like the game even zoomed in on it because they knew. They just knew. Watch it walk away from us now. And now I think it's time for some hazards. And who has hazards but Slurpuff? My girl here can throw sticky webs at the opposing team. Belly drum if she wants to. Eat that citrus berry. Sweep the entirety of the squadron, if that's what she wants to do. Or my girl can click Calm Mind. Or my girl can Wish Pass. Or she can just go for game, like I said with Belly Drum. Either way, Slurpuff is such a good versatile mon. I really wanted a fairy type. A bulky fairy is typically what I go for. Slurpuff isn't necessarily a bulky fairy, but it can be ran that way, or it can be ran hyper offensively with Belly Drum / Sticky Webs, 2 attacks, 3 attacks. It can also be a Wish Passer. The versatility of this Slurpuff is what led me to select it, and what's also led me to keep it on the team. Can't wait to see what Slurpuff's going to do. She's on her way somewhere just now. Now up next is a mon I really wanted to try out for a long time in draft, although it gets a very terrible ability in Defeatus. We got my boy Archeops here, who's just happy to be alive, to be honest. My man was a fossilized Pokemon, came back to life in the Crown Tundra, and here he is today. The rock flying type gives us access to Stealth Rocks, gives us the base 110 speed here, I believe is what he's a part of. Gets access to Taunt, gets Flail, probably gets Endeavor, gets access to Taunt, gets Endeavor, gets Stealth Rocks, like I already said, gets access to Defog if we really want to, can just click a button with Head Smash. If it also gets access to U-Turn. It's a good Pokemon, I think, even though the Defeatus ability is very bad for it, and its only ability can actually run. The Defeatus ability, if you guys don't know, when I believe you're below half HP, your attack gets cut in half, which sucks because normally my man has base 140 attack. That gets cut in half. It's only base 70. You're not doing as much damage. Clearly, right? Clearly, we all knew that. But yeah, I'm assuming Archeops can put in some work. Could potentially be our discount Frostlass. If you guys don't know about Frostlass, we love using Frostlass in draft leagues. And yeah, hopefully Archeops can be our discount Frostlass / rock type / stealth rock / button clicker. You never know. And speaking of Frostlass, we also picked up my girl Fubuki. Now, I actually didn't have this Pokemon in this slot. I believe I had Zorwork over Frostlass. But during the 24-hour, what's the word? 24-hour free agency something. There's a title for it. I just can't think of it right now. Either way, we got unlimited transactions for 24 hours after the draft was completed, just in case you wanted to redo anything. With the remaining pool of Pokemon that are left. But Frostlass also has base 110 speed. It's Aztecs of Taunt, Thunder Wave, Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond. Its dual Ice and Ghost Stab is actually really good against opposing teams. I really like Frostlass' offensive capabilities for that. Can run Choice Specs, can run Choice Scarf, can even run Choice Band Triple Axle. It's a set I've been wanting to do. Haven't had the opportunity to do it. Soon. You never know. Soon. But yeah, I love Frostlass. I've used it on quite a number of draft league teams, and it's always just so reliable as anti-lead, getting up spikes, taunting the opposing Stealth Rock / Spike user / Sticky Web user. And yeah, like I said, just Ice Ghost, just really good typing. I really wanted to have it on the team. Probably won't be bringing it every week, but gonna be bringing it a lot, that's for sure. And up next, why stop at 4 hazard users when you can have another one? We got Rosarite, the Rosarite, Vileplume named Rosarite. Look how beautiful she looks. She also gets access to spikes, gets T-spikes as well. I also just wanted an offensive grass type. I typically don't draft offensive grass types unless it's Rotom Mow. So the fact that we're able to get Rosarite here, I'm assuming she's going to be able to put in a lot of work for us. We did use a Rosarite, a Rosarite named Vileplume, back in IBA Season 1.5, and actually, when I brought it actually put in a lot of work. It was a very decent physical check to opposing electric types. Like I said, sets T-spikes, can set spikes as well. Gets access to like Sleep Powder shenanigans, stuff like that. I believe gets aromatherapy Don't quote me on this. I'm going to assume it does. But yeah, it's just a good Pokemon. Its 3 abilities are also really, really good in draft. And I can't wait to see what we can do with Rosarite in this draft league. Expect big things from my girl here. I don't have a nickname for it yet. Now up next we have Ryperia, and we did draft Ryperia. He's a rock ground type, pretty solid, really good physical wall in my opinion. Gave us stealth rocks, gave us an electric immunity. It was a good Pokemon, but then I drafted another Pokemon after it, and I realized I really need sand support, and that's where Sandaconda comes in. Here he is. Hello. So for week 1, we're gonna have access to Ryperia. I'm gonna spoil it already. We're not bringing him. We haven't done that battle yet, but we're not gonna bring him. Instead, we dropped him and picked up Sandaconda. He's freaking out right now because he doesn't know where to go. But I really wanted a ground type user. I needed Sandstorm capabilities, and Sandaconda's Sand Spit ability gives us just that. My man's actually tweaking hard right now. Gives us just that. It's a good Pokemon. It's also a proud champion of the DTC Season 3 Chicago Dragapults. Didn't bring it to the finals match, but I believe I brought him to about 3 or 4 matches in the regular season, and he always performed very well for us, except for one game that we don't need to talk about. But yeah, more importantly, on this team, Sandaconda is going to function as a physical tank, Stealth Rock user, maybe spam Glare, maybe Coil Up, maybe Subcoil, and get hit and set sand for my boy in the back, who's you're gonna see right now. Now with our last pick, we ended up taking the abomination himself, Dracovish. The water dragon typing. Didn't have a dragon type at this point in the game. We actually had Inteleon in this slot, but like I said, during the 24-hour free agency stuff, we swapped out of it and went with Dracovish. I felt like he was a button clicker that could perform well, especially thanks to the Crown Tundra's introduction of the ability patch. Gets access to his Sand Rush ability. Now, which is better, Sand Rush Dracovish because he's faster, or Strong Jaw Dracovish because he hits harder? I don't know. You be the judge. We're going to find out together in IBA Season 3. Hoping Dracovish can put in a lot of work. I'm going to be honest. I don't personally like Dracovish before the Crown Tundra came out. He's, in my opinion, just a one-trick pony. It's very easy to prep against if you have the Mon capable of it. But looking at the teams during the free agency period, not only a few coaches actually had Mons that had Water Absorb or Water Storm Drain or Dry Skin, or just the abilities that brawl Dracovish. Needless to say, that doesn't necessarily mean he can just sweep entire teams, because they could rock Choice Scarfers. We could get paralyzed, burned, yada yada. So, you know what I mean? Things could happen still that would prevent Dracovish from just sweeping entire teams. But, expect at least a video or two with him sweeping entire teams. You never know. But yeah, man, that's going to be your IBA Season 3 Chicago Dragapults. Can't wait to get it going. I'm actually going to be battling my Week 1 match very shortly after I get done recording this video, which is kind of funny, against my Hawaiian brother Cahoots. I didn't really want to go too deep into the strategies, just in case there's people out there who, some of the coaches out there who don't necessarily know some of the hidden tech that we're going to be performing this season, but there are some hidden techs we're going to be performing this season. But needless to say, I expect big things from Suicune, Heatran, Zero Aura specifically, potentially Dracovish and Cryogonal. Who knows? Either way, should be a good season. Let me know who's your guys' favorite MVP? Not MVP. Who's your guys' favorite Pokemon on the team thus far? Let me know some nickname ideas you guys have. I don't really have many nicknames for these Pokemon. I got one for Heatran and Suicune already. I believe that's kind of it. Maybe Sandaconda as well. Don't really have much of a... Why is it zooming in back and forth? I actually like it. Don't really have much of a nickname idea for Zero Aura or Cryogonal for that matter, or Archeops at all either. But it'll come to me if you guys don't give me any ideas. But either way, that's going to be it. Make sure you check out all the other coaches in the description down below, especially the Commissioner, Slightly Salty, Brother Cahoots, the Hawaiian homie, and another member of the Triple Tech Brigade Gang, Triple Tech Gang, JayVee. Go check everyone out in the description down below. If you all like what you saw on the channel, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one when we do some battles, or the next draft analysis, whenever that one's going up. Peace.